page here. And then we have, if you go to assessments, all of our assessments will be on this tab. Yeah. So this is it. Practice at home. Even 30 minutes a day will help you improve. Work on your assignment a little bit each day. Don't leave it to the left until the end. And manage your time well. Also, any late submissions will have those penalties. So keep them in mind. You're going to submit late. Yep. Okay, so here I have uploaded the Civil 3D assignment. Click on that. You will see the title block. You'll see the additional data. You will see the assignment data, the Civil 3D assignment brief. And you can close it. You can download this all in one folder. Click on this download folder. You will get it as a zip file. So you will get it as a zip file. If you click here, you can right click unzip or extract. Extract all. Yep, you will get this. So here you have everything. And okay, so I've given you the additional data, the assignment data, the unit logo, and the title logo. That's pretty much what you guys need for your assignment. I'll open it up. All right. So I've made it Sunday. I've made them all due on Sundays. And just make sure to keep an eye out on the dates, because the dates for submissions are very closely spaced. And I've made them on Sunday just because we have the water flow arrows on week 3. So it will be due next week, Sunday. Alright, the first part, part 8. And this is what I require: create a surface, 2 marks, place a boundary around the surface, 1 mark, remove incorrect points. We did that exercise. Yeah. You also did change the display styles contours every 0.2, one major 1, minor 0.2. We did that. Water flow arrows we haven't done. We'll go over that next week. Model space. Okay, so the file that you guys are going to submit is just a drawing file. I don't require you guys to put in a viewport, put title box and everything. For now, just submit the drawing file. That will be for part C. I'll require that in part C, but for part A and part B, I don't require you guys to put in a viewport or like a sheet or everything. Just the drawing file by itself. Yeah. So this is all I need for part A. Yep. And also the model space provide existing site plan, just a drawing. You don't have to put in a viewport. Existing surface contours, contour labels, water flow arrows. I'll talk about that next week. And proposed center line, we did that today. And also some hints. Alright, make sure you follow the hints as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for part A. Yeah, just to plan this out. Serious. Alright, so also I want you guys to submit your file name like this as well. I will put the submission box. So put your student ID number, and then, for example, and then underline, and then Civil 3D. Assignment. Part A. After this one. A little bit bigger. And of course, you know, the other one, part B. Part C. Yep. So if you guys don't put in this naming convention, you will lose marks. So I'll write it down in the assignment brief. And also, next week, I have a list as well. You guys have to show me what you guys have done so far, and I'll have a list, so I have to check your name off. I'll also make an announcement on this, just to remind you guys, just to work on your assignment as well. And I will have a list, so I'll ask you a few questions, and you just have to answer it. Just also be careful, because if I do see that it's a little bit off, that you don't know what you're doing, I will take that into consideration when I'm marking. For example, if you answer only 7 out of 10, I will know that it's only 70% of your work. And if you get, for example, 30% out of 50, I will times that onto your grade. For example, for this one, it's 10%. So if you answered 5 out of 10, 50%, and you got 7 out of 10 for your marks, I'll do 7 times 0.5. Is that clear to everyone? Yep.
It's just to know that you know what you're doing, you know. There's nothing else. We are not trying to analyze your stuff. We just want you to learn something and put it in the. So put all your learnings into your assignment.
But
Have
don't worry,
you
don't
done it?
stress too much about it.
Yeah,
About my
no
questions.
stress.
Just answer them to the best of your abilities. I'm not gonna be too strict, like, oh, why didn't you answer that straight away? I'm not gonna be that strict, alright? I'm not gonna be that picky. Just take your time and just show me how you did it. If you can show that, you'll easily get. If you did your own work, you'll easily get that 100%. Right? Okay. Okay. I'll explain the part B and part C. Also, it has to start and end at a point. It has to have a certain length as well. Keep that in mind. Or not start and end at a point, but it has to be between those two points. Okay. But it has to start on those points. It has to start and end on any one of those points. I have to make that clear. So these points, you have to start and end. You can choose any starting and end point. You can choose either the 10. You can either start on 10, 20, or you can start on 13, 49. You can start on any one, up to you. But it will depend. It will also affect how you do your long sections and your cross sections. Keep that in mind. I'll explain that later on when we do our week 3. I'll go further detail between the points that we have to start on. Okay, part B. Create vertical alignments. We've done that, right? We've inserted appropriate curves. I've told you guys what I expected from the horizontal alignment, how many curves I expect. Assembly.
How many are the curves? It's in between.
Yeah. 3 or 2. Yeah. I've also told you guys what I expected from the vertical alignments. You know, I don't want a bumpy road. I've also told you guys how much I want. Yeah, I told you guys that example. Okay. Insert appropriate curves. We've done that, both on the horizontal, vertical. Assembly. I've told you guys what I expect and what cut and fill I want. Create corridor over the surface. We've done that. Create a volume surface and adjust the alignments to balance the earthworks. That is a week 3, so I'll go over that in week 3. For part C, so CAD standards and notes provided on Moodle. This will be week 4. I'll expand on these further in week 4. But just note as well also, I'll explain that a little bit. just note as well that it has some scalings and everything. I'll go over the scalings. You remember in AutoCAD for the civil structural drawing that you guys had to calculate, for example, if it's 2.5 meters and it has a scaling, and for example, it wants 1.25, you have to do some calculations, you have to go, you know, if you want 2.5 millimeters, and if you want to scale of 1 to 500, but I'll go deeper into this in week 4. But if you want this, you have to times it, for example, 1.5, you have to go 2.5 times 500 divided by 1000. Remember that one we did? Oops. That's a horrible one. Okay, yeah. I'll expand for that, but for now, just use whatever we used, heights we used. I don't care about the heights in part A and part B. Just use, but I will care about them in part C. So keep that in mind. I don't care about the heights of the spot heights, but just use the ones that I said. And yeah, for part C, it will have heights, the titles, every text, spot heights will have certain heights that I expect from you guys. Alright? Side plan. Alright, all of these sheets will be in viewport. I expect these sheets in viewports, and I expect to see your exported drawing from Civil 3D on your model space. So we will export that in week 3 or week 4. We will export that file and we will be able to edit. We'll edit that file on Civil 3D. Right? What else? Cross sections. We'll go over how to generate the cross sections in week 2. Cross section sheets. Yeah. So sheet 1 will be proposed site plan. That's kind of wrong. Okay. I'll actually edit this. I'll make another one. Sheet 1. Okay, sheet 1. My handwriting. Sheet 1. Just do proposed site plan. Sheet 2. Long section. This is different. I should have changed that before and I couldn't see that one. Long section. And then the rest of it can be a cross section because I don't know how many cross sections you will have because everyone will have their own alignment length. Rest of the sheets, you can submit as much sheets as you want. I'm not too picky. Cross sections. Yeah. But just in this order. I'll have to update that. That's outdated. Yeah, so proposed site plan. I want your proposed site plan, long section and cross section. You don't have to submit an existing site plan because that's already done in part A. What else?
That will be in PDF or
no, because just so in part A and part B, it's only a Civil 3D file. For part C, I only want your AutoCAD file. You don't have to submit your Civil 3D part 3. Just your AutoCAD part C. Right? Yeah, and this, it will have WG in the end by itself anyways. But just this, I'll update this and I'll put it on the assignment brief. Alright, what else? Yes,
you can do part A and part B in class as well if you have time, you know. So we are around and we know that you have done the drawing and you are progressing with your assignment in class. And I don't think it's a big job, you know, part A and B, which can be done in class as well. So yes, so you can come an hour early and do it and just show us up before the class or after the class.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, as Rahul said, you guys can come in class. You guys can use the 112, 114 computer rooms as well if it's free, if there's no class. You can email me if you want the codes. You guys said we can use those rooms. And also this room, if there's no one in here, you can use these rooms. If there's a class, obviously, of course, you have to find Yeah, you can use these rooms. Also, they close at 9 p.m. I think some days they close at 7, 6. I'm not sure about the time.
Monday to Thursday is 9, Friday 6, Saturday 6, Sunday 6.
I'll go here and read that.
Any questions? Anybody has any question? Please raise it now so other students can also benefit with that.
I'll have to update that. That means, what that means is basically, I don't know if everyone can see this, you guys can probably move here if you want to have a look at what I've written. But so if you have this is our border, right? We have points, say, if this point is 10, 22,
13, 14.
13, 49, for example, over here. What I meant to say there is you can either start or end on, you can start on one of them and end on one of them. I don't mind which way you do it, but just know that it will have an effect on your long section cross section. Yeah. So as I discussed, I will be releasing this Monday, week 3 notes on Monday. So just have a look at what I mean when you decide which way, right? Before you decide which way to do it, have a look at the week 3 notes. I do recommend you think about which way you do it, right? But it has to start and end between those 2 points is what I mean. I don't care if you start here or if you start here, but it has to start and end between those is what I meant to say. So start and end. I have to update that.
Any questions, guys?
Yes, we need some marking criteria.
Yeah. That too, Rahul has given, told me to do that, has given that feedback as well, that I have to give the marking criteria. I will be giving you guys a marking criteria.
Meanwhile, James has already written the marks in
But
front of
they-
50 points.
yeah.
But
I will be making,
yeah, he will give you a marking rubric on the assignments anyways. So yeah. Part A and B is pretty much straightforward, so I don't think there will be an issue.
part A, part C, that's basically the hard part. Part A and B, you guys can smash it out.
And can they make a file, say for example, they made file 1 and then they have drawn part A. And for part B they can use the same file.
Yep.
And
Part
then
A,
save as part B.
so part A, you can use the same file for part B. I do recommend that. However, if you have done something wrong, for example, you see that, for example, you did something wrong, some of the settings are wrong, or I've made too many surfaces, you can make a new one. I won't mark you down for that, but if you do, I won't mark you down if you have a new file, but it's better that it's better that you do things right the first time, so that you don't have to make a new file. Oh, I messed up in this part, I have to do it again for part B. So make sure you do things right the first time. You can use your same file, yes. I won't mark you down.
So, so for every part you finish, then when will you release the marks?
Quite a few.
That will let you
Yeah.
know announcement.
Yeah, might.
You'll see, because we need time to mark your assignment as well.
Yeah,
So
I'm also taking 3 papers as well. So, and I'm working another part-time job. So, yeah, my schedule is very big. So,
But usually it is,
yeah.
whenever you submit, it's 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
So that's the standard.
I will try to mark it within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys want your marks already. So, I will try to mark it as fast as I can and release it to you guys with the feedback, so that you can work on part C, on improving part C. So 2 weeks. I can't promise you, but I will try to mark it as fast as I can. Yes, but
Because
and I'm working fast leader too, so
Yeah, the
basically
reason,
3
the
jobs.
reason I just ask is because
yeah.
whatever we draw, whether we are right or wrong, we didn't
Yeah,
know.
I understand.
So,
Yeah. I will release it as fast as I can. Part A and B are pretty straightforward though, so you should get that. You should get pretty high marks there. Part C, I know Part C is very tricky. I know I spent many sleepless nights with Part C myself, so I don't know about you guys, but yeah,
You guys are pro, man.
yeah, you guys are professionals.
Try to earn marks. Try to earn as much marks you can in A and B, so it's covered in C. You know?
I also recommend that you guys go to our tutorials as well. The tutorials are very helpful. Fasita will do his best to help you guys. He will be back next week as well. Should be back. And also assist you guys in the next classes as well. I do recommend you do attend the tutorials. Work on it so you can work on your assignment, work on things. But you won't be able to, for example, if it's week 2 and it's currently week 2, I've released the notes, but I haven't done the lecture. You won't be able to mention any week 2 notes. For example, week 4, we're in week 4, we have the tutorial. I've already released it, but you can't go over the week 4 tutorials. You can only cover week 3 and below. That's basically what a past leader can do and what he can't do. Right?
Okay, any questions?
Yeah, any questions?
For the deadline for Part C, is it October 7th or September 7th? Because you
7th October.
put Sunday 7th October, but 7th October is Tuesday.
Oh, I may have gotten the wrong title. Alright.
Oh, you reduce your 2 days then, 5th of October. Okay. You reduce your own 2 days of the assignment, right?
I will get back on this. I'll double check the assignment brief and resend it to you guys. I will decide whether to send it, manage it like today's. But since it is 7, I will think about whether just releasing it on that day, Tuesday. I'll think about it.